Internet, Eric here. I was going to do this after work, but I got a lot of prep time, or a lot of prep needed for this week's Sharks and Schlock and Night Watch Zone and American Werewolf in New Jersey. So I'm going to do it now. It's been a few days, but today I'm going to actually discuss Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot, spoilers, specific scenes, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I will be discussing spoilers for who joins Deadpool's team, the cameos or different characters that show up. But I'm being nice and telling you now before I discuss the film, instead of being some dickhead that's uploading literal screenshots from the movie and putting it in their thumbnails, either here on YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram. So hopefully nothing has been spoiled for you yet, but I'm going to tell you now, I will be discussing some of those characters that show up. Basic plot of this movie is Deadpool is joining the MCU. He finds out that through the TVA, Mr. Paradox from the TVA, his timeline, his universe is going to be destroyed. Basically, everything from chronologically, from X-Men First Class all the way to Logan, is going to die. It's going to disintegrate because Logan died. He was that anchor. He was that character that was keeping the universe together. And now that he's gone, there's no need for that universe to exist. So Paradox gives him the chance to, or the choice to, die with his friends and family, albeit quick, or join the MCU and keep on living. And Deadpool gets the idea where if he can find a different variant of Wolverine, his universe can be saved. They also have to deal with Cassandra Nova, who is Professor X's sister, and she lives in the Void, which is where all the forgotten characters go, type of thing. So that's the basic plot in a nutshell. I got what I wanted with this movie. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. Had a lot of fun. Ryan Reynolds is still that smart-ass, wisecracking, very vulgar Deadpool that we've come to know and love. But again, like these Deadpool movies, that what people tend to overlook with these Deadpool movies is there's a lot of drama here. He is going to lose the people he cares about. There's a scene he says, these 9 people are my universe, basically 9 people in a Polaroid photograph. And he's really, really good when he brings the drama. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, angry motherfucker, hates the world, hates Deadpool especially. But 1 second, please. Coughing fit, sorry. Hates the world, hates Deadpool especially. But again, he is the reason why this variant is, he has got so much emotional baggage because of what happened in his timeline. So you have that torture. There's a great scene when Cassandra Nova is talking to him and saying she can take away the pain. When he's talking to one of the characters that I haven't gotten into yet, he is forcing himself to discuss the situation that happened. The tears are coming out, but he's got that rage too. When there's a great scene where him and Deadpool are next to each other in a car, and they're just letting it all out. Logan's looking at Deadpool, and he's just telling Deadpool how much of a fuck up he is, a failure. He says, you couldn't join the Avengers, you couldn't join the X-Men, and they take everybody. He looks at him, and he basically says, you couldn't even save your relationship that you had with a goddamn stripper. You know what I mean? He goes like below the belt and tries to hurt Deadpool, and it works. But then we can go back to Ryan Reynolds, and he just stops. There's no wisecrack or nothing. He just looks at Logan and says, I'm going to fight you now. So they have great chemistry, whether, the goofy guy against the angry guy, or the 2 tortured people against each other. Fantastic. The other characters, first off, Cassandra Nova, I liked her a lot as a villain. I wish there was more of her, but when she was on screen, she was so good. She's the type of villain, she's so charismatic, and she's so fucking charming. She will charm the pants off you while she's gutting you, and she's having fun. An example is Logan thinks he's got the upper hand. He's impaling her, from behind, lifting her off the ground, with his claws, and she's in pain. She's showing, hurt, and then she suddenly just looks at Wolverine and she just chuckles, pushes the claws back in, throws them away, and she heals up. She likes to go into their mind, and you got this really nasty CGI mind melt effect where her hands just going in the back of their head, and it comes out their eyeballs or out their nose, or just you see the indentations under their skin type of thing. It reminded me of Society, but less gross. She is so good. The other characters that we've already seen Vanessa, Cyclops, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Yukio, all those, they're in the movie for maybe a total of 5 minutes. Not very long, because this is Deadpool and Wolverine, but we do get to meet them in the beginning. We do get to meet them in the end. So they're there, but don't expect the movie to revolve around them. Other characters, I can't think of. And the guy who plays Mr. Paradox, he's an asshole, but he's very funny. I liked him a lot. Now, once again, spoiler warnings for the people that join his team. Eventually, they are sent to the void. Deadpool and Wolverine, which is like this Mad Max type looking universe, and we get to see all the characters that people have seemed to have forgotten. Whether you've seen them in previews or not, I'm going to throw it out. Sabretooth is in it for 2 minutes. I like that scene. Toad is in it at his Ray Park for maybe a minute, if that. Serves a purpose. The other characters, like I said, spoiler warning, Chris Evans shows up, and it was a surprise that they made this joke, like Deadpool thinks he's Captain America, but suddenly he says some vulgar stuff, and he looks at him, does a double take, and then suddenly he says he's getting ready to, he's gonna say Avengers Assemble, and then suddenly he yells Flame On. He's the Human Torch from the 20th Century Fox Fantastic Four movies. He's kind of a prick, and I kind of like him. He's an R-rated prick. He's a lot of fun. He's in this movie for maybe, I don't know, a good 10 minutes. Suffers a bad death, a holy shit moment. I forgot Aaron Stanford is in it as Pyro. He is really good. As you know, it's nice to see him back again. I really liked him in the original trilogy. Who else do we have? We have in the background, we have Lady Deathstrike. It's not Kelly Hu. We have the Russian from The Punisher, the Thomas Jane one. It's not Kevin Nash. I think that is the same guy who plays Azazel. We have other people. Now, the people who join Logan and Deadpool, their team. Jennifer Garner is there as Elektra. Wesley Snipes shows up as Blade. And in a was never made but was going to be made movie, Channing Tatum shows up as Gambit. Jennifer Garner is great as Elektra. She kicks a lot of ass. Wesley Snipes is a badass, kicks a lot of ass. Channing Tatum is a lot of fun. He's very charismatic, and he is dressed like the comic, like the 90s X-Men cartoon. He's got a thick Cajun accent. It's a lot of fun because Deadpool is even cracking jokes at him, saying, "Who is your dialogue coach? You know, you're so cute, but I don't know what you're saying," type of thing. And then Daphne Keane shows up as X-23, Laura. She's still badass. I love that when she's taking on all the minions, I guess you would say. Speaking of minions, he said, "Who is your dialogue coach?" The minions. You know, he asked that of Channing Tatum. She shows up. She's badass. I like how she puts on the little sunglasses she had from Logan. They're all fun. They all have their moment. They talk about how they were forgotten. And they have a lot of quips saying that, you know, there's only one Blade, only gonna be type of thing. They find out Daredevil's dead, and Jennifer Garner says, "I'm over it," because of the Ben Affleck divorce. They're used sparingly, but they're used really well. We have that great scene at the campfire with Laura and Logan. The action is top-notch. The opening sequence where Deadpool's taking out the TVA to NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. The fantastic fight scene between Deadpool and Wolverine to AC/DC's Hell's Bells. I might as well talk about the soundtrack too. That's a lot of fun. Like, you literally see Wolverine on all fours charging at Deadpool. What else we have? Then we have, you know, Madonna singing Like a Prayer when Deadpool and Logan are taking out all the different Deadpool variants. Listen closely for the voices. You know, there's a couple of actors that, one I was figured was going to be there, but there was an actor, you know, who I really like as the cowboy. Listen for his voice. Yeah, the action is top-notch. The blood is disgusting in a good way. Over-the-top violence, like what you want from a Deadpool movie. The opening title sequence, too, NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. I've heard that song probably a dozen times, if not more, since Saturday night. A lot of fun. Any downsides to this? No, it's not going to change the Marvel Universe. You know, who cares? All right? It's just a Deadpool movie. The vulgarity isn't as much. Blind Al is the best character. A lot of her lines are great. There's not a lot of vulgarity, which I was okay with, but problem I had is the action. When it's one-on-one, it's great. Lots of times, though, when a lot of things are happening, it's kind of hard to follow. When they are fighting Cassandra's army in the void, there's so much going on, you got to pick and choose where you want to look. Like, if you look here, you might see Logan stabbing Lady Deathstrike, but you might miss Laura taking out this person. You know, you see Toad stabbed in the background or this and that. And then there's the scene when they're fighting the Deadpool army. They're walking down a street. Logan is on the street. Deadpool is on the sidewalk. So there's action happening in front and in back. So you might miss a little bit. But it's smart because then you might want to go see the movie a second time. Anything else? No, I don't really see what the problem some people are having with this movie. They're saying it adds nothing to the MCU. What do you want? I just wanted a fun movie with, you know, these characters. I wanted to have a fun time, and that's what I got. Over-the-top violence, fourth wall breaking, Wolverine kicking ass, plus being the tortured soul that he is. A lot of people say, well, it doesn't add anything. Well, you guys also love the Terrifier films and the Scream franchise. That really doesn't add anything to that stuff either. Lots of fun. Like, okay. When they defeat Cassandra Nova, they decide to use the director, Sean Levy. He decides to speed up the frame rate of, like, the camera. Like, when Cassandra Nova's shaking her head like this, like she's getting hurt, her head literally goes like this. I hate when they do that. I did not like that. It happens to Deadpool and Logan during that scene too. It looked fucking stupid. I wish there was more Cassandra Nova, but she was great. Not much to really say it was bad. Did I love the movie? Yeah. Is it a 4-star, 5-star movie? No, but it's just a lot of fucking fun. Lots of rewatchability. The cameos were great. There is a scene where Logan, I won't spoil, I'm sure it's already been fucking spoiled, where Deadpool's going to find different Logan variants. We have, I'll say this, we do have an Age of Apocalypse variant. We have a Patch variant. We have a couple other ones sprinkled in. And the one cameo I will not destroy for anyone, but of course it probably already has been, is the guy with the bike, the motorcycle. That's the only one I won't spoil for you. So that was a lot of fun. Great soundtrack, great action, great drama when we needed it. My respect for Ryan Reynolds as when he pulls out the dramatic scenes is a lot of fun. Hugh Jackman killed it like always. Yeah, that's it. I highly, highly recommend Deadpool and Wolverine. I love all three films. I think I might like this one. I put this one in the middle. I think I still like Deadpool 2 the most, but maybe this would be right under that. Lots of fun. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. All that shit. Tell me below in the comments. Don't be a jerk and tell me, like, the spoilers. Well, you know what? You can say whatever it is you like. I already said spoilers in this video, so watch at your own risk. Comment what you love about this film. Did you hate it? Do you not give a shit about Deadpool? Did you like the cracks at the MCU and Disney that Deadpool made? You know, hey, Wolverine, welcome to the MCU. You're kind of coming in at a low point. That type of stuff. Sharks and Schlock is finally fucking ending this Wednesday with a Ouija Shark 2. Not looking forward to that. And then if you've seen my newest short, the next franchise I'm jumping into is The Howling. Great. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks to all the new subs, all that jazz. Go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Cheers.